changed somewhat, but the ability to blast, bash and bazooka your way out of any situation you come across in the Wasteland is still as effective as ever. We already looked at how to deal with enemies last time around, and if one thing became clear, it's that a workman is only as good as his improved targeting, boosted, agitated, improved automatic institute pistol. Try saying that 10 times. With this in mind, I thought we'd take a look at some custom weapons that may just save your skin in the Commonwealth. If only we had someone here who knew something about weapons.
Did someone say weapons? Hey guys, so if you haven't noticed, I'm quite a fan of weapons. I've got a specific arsenal in Fallout 4 that I take with me on every trip to make sure I'm prepared for anything I may come across, and I thought I'd share them with you guys. Now, the first one on my list is the pipe rifle. It isn't the most beautiful and it certainly isn't the strongest, but there are so many mods you can add to it, making it a highly versatile gun. You can create anything from a revolver to a sniper, so in the early game, it is incredibly useful to have.
So, you ready to get this show on the road?
Without mods, there are problems with the fire rate, recoil, magazine size, and even the iron sights. What I found worked great was to add the .45 receiver, long fin barrel, marksman stock, large quick eject mag, and a short recon scope with no muzzle. Remember that like all guns, you want to have as many points invested in the gun nut and science perks as you can so that you can use the stronger mods. If you don't have level 2 in gun nut yet, then take a look at some of the other mods lower down that don't require it. The key is accuracy for the pipe rifle, so focus on anything that can improve your aim. Lasers! There is nothing quite like dissolving an enemy into nothing more than a pile of goo. The laser rifle is a great choice for anyone that wants to utilize energy damage as a way to overcome opponents. We here have the legendary variant Righteous Authority for the added bonus of double critical damage and faster meter refills. Or Doris, as we've affectionately named her. It is a pretty strong weapon as standard, although ammo can be scarce at times, so you need to make your shots count. Adding a photon agitator for improved critical damage, accuracy and ammo capacity is essential if you plan to keep this as one of your primary weapons, as is the marksman's stock due to its ability to stabilize the gun when looking down the sights. Stick a medium scope on it to keep it efficient at various ranges and you are good to go. Hip fire is pretty shoddy as well, so I would definitely focus more on anything that increases scoped accuracy or recoil. Now, a lot of people aren't a massive fan of the Junkjet to start with, including me when I first found it. It's a heavy piece of kit and can sometimes be very unreliable in its damage output, so you might be tempted to leave it at home. But once you get used to it, it can be an absolute lifesaver. Using it outside of VATS means you can hold down the right trigger to charge your shot before firing, causing much more damage, and the fact that you can reload it with any unwanted junk you come across means it can function as a permanent backup to your other weapons. You can even retrieve any junk you fire after it is ricocheted off an enemy's head, giving you a near limitless supply of ammo. There isn't a lot of choice when it comes to mods, but they are all very useful, particularly the two modules you have to choose from that add either electrical or fire damage to your projectiles. Got to choose fire though, right? Just because I'm a big fan of guns doesn't mean I don't like the up close and personal approach once in a while. When I do feel the need to let off some steam, I always go for the Powerfist as my close range weapon of choice. The Powerfist offers a great amount of base damage for its medium speed, meaning it doesn't take an eternity to target a second enemy after you've taken down the first. I strongly recommend going here to Swan's Pond and taking on the Behemoth himself, as he will drop a variant known as the Furious Powerfist. With this, every consecutive strike on an enemy increases the damage you can inflict on them, meaning you can dispatch enemies with high health pretty quickly. Like most unarmed and melee weapons, there aren't many mods to choose from, but the ones that are on offer are pretty devastating. I like to stick with the puncturing mod already included with the Power Fist you looted from Swan, as it means I don't have to unlock rank 2 of the Blacksmith perk to add it, and it offers an armor piercing effect with increased damage. Don't forget that it's classed as an unarmed weapon. Perks like Iron Fist will enhance the Power Fist abilities further. Last but certainly not least is the old classic that everyone needs to have with them in the Wasteland, the sniper rifle. Alongside the pipe rifle, it is probably one of the most modifiable weapons in the game and not surprisingly one of the most efficient at long range. It allows you to stay well away from your enemies and land multiple sneak attacks on them without putting yourself in the firing line. Fire rate and recoil are the two things to focus on when modding, so make sure to have the marksman stock and long ported barrel equipped to help with your pinpoint shots. If you'd like to add a tiny dose of awesome, then stick on the .50 receiver to allow your sniper to work with 50 caliber rounds. Not only will your fire rate increase, but obliterating an enemy with this is just amazing. Don't forget as well, you can give any of these custom builds to a defender at one of your settlements if you feel they'll be put to better use there.
Life still ain't perfect, but we're surviving.
She seems nice. Don't know what Ellen's problem is.
Benny, you have no idea. She's horrible.
Come on, she can't be that bad.
No, every time I go back to Sanctuary, she says horrible things to me and she's just really mean and I don't like her.
Can't really blame her. Day to day.
Anyway,
Sorry, you're distracted.
Shut up. Thanks for watching. Those are just a few tips from our own resident gun nut Benny, but don't forget there are loads of base weapons to customize and try out for yourself.
Just remember those are a few of our suggestions. Definitely go ahead and try out some yourselves. You might find a better combination.
Yeah, let us know in the comments what your weapon of choice is. Leave us a like if you enjoyed it and subscribe for way more content like this. And we'll see you next time.
Don't steal my bye. That's my bye.